What up? It's your boy, Trap, Spiritual Trapanese, whatever you want to call me. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do know when I post again. And I'm back with another one, back with another important message for the chosen ones. You clicked on this right video, you clicked on the right video at the right time. New beginnings, 2024. But let me tell y'all something. Chosen ones, star seeds, divine ones, listen up. Share this with 5 people. Okay, smash the thumbs up. But I want to tell y'all straight up. Sometimes you gotta weather the storm. Sometimes you gotta go through the storm to appreciate the sunshine. You dig what I'm saying? Alright? There's gonna be coming them rainy days. There's gonna be coming those days where you don't feel up to it. You know, people are coming against you, circumstances, new relationships, new situations. You know, the death of somebody, you feel what I'm saying? The loss of somebody, the loss of a relationship, you dig? And that's basically what it's coming down to. You know, you gotta get through that storm so you can appreciate the sunshine, because the sunshine is a silver lining. There's a silver lining somewhere after that storm, I'm telling you right now. And it's funny because even through it all, your blessing is coming straight from God. Yes, sirski, coming from the Most High. So don't think, you know, you're lost but you won't be found. Don't think that your blessings won't come around because of a lot of rainy days. You know, I had somebody reach out to me, very touching story. I had somebody email me, reach out to me, and I had somebody reach out to me on Instagram. Anybody that can want to reach me, give me their testimony, you know, I'll definitely write back. I wrote back to him, and he's going through a difficult time, and he's trying to hold on faith, you know, even though he's weathering the storm, and he's trying to heal physically. His mental is trying to heal too as well, and he's, you know, and it's okay. We're all human. We have worry. I wouldn't say doubt, but we have worry through our storm sometimes. So I'm not telling you don't be worried. Don't be a human, because we're all human. Even though we're chosen, we're all human. But just don't lose the faith. You know, put it in God's hands. You know, put your prayers onto the Lord. Okay, cast your fears upon the Lord, and you shall be saved, for real. There's a chosen one. I'm going through it right now. Ups and downs, and tribulations. It's like when you're flying a plane. Okay, you're gonna go through a little bit of turbulation. You know, where the plane's rocking and rolling and so it can ascend to the highest peak. That's what the storm is, or when it's raining, like, you know, April showers bring May flowers, things like that. Okay? So don't feel like what you're going through, or with the turbulation, what you're going through, you're not going to reach the highest peak that you can ever reach. Put in the chat, God got me. Okay? To put in the chat, I am ready for my breakthrough. Okay? Put God got me. I'm ready for my breakthrough. You got to stay obedient. You got to stay strong. Okay? Because the devil tries to discourage you. Okay? The evil forces try to get you to go back to old ways of thinking. Okay? First it gets your mind, then it gets your body, then it gets your heart, and then it gets your soul. And you want to protect all those. You want to protect your soul. Even if your body is going through something, you still want to protect your spirit. You want to be anointed and appointed by the Holy Spirit to keep going. Okay? Don't let none of these blessing blockers stop you. Don't let these doubters, these naysayers, these people that just don't see the chosen one for who they are. That could be the light. Look, the sun is shining. Look at the sun is shining. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. It's beautiful. And what I mean is, there's clouds. There's going to be clouds. Look at that. There's going to be clouds. But then, you know what I'm saying, the sun is going to shine. You got to reach for the stars. Just like Sade said, you know, you gotta reach for the stars. Sun is gonna shine. I wanna get what's mine. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really understand that you're gonna get what's yours. Okay? Are we living in and we about to go into 2024? There was a lot of people that spent a lot of the holidays alone, or they was alone in a room full of people. You know what I'm saying? But put in the chat, I am not alone. With God, I am not alone. Because it hurts. I know. It hurts when people misunderstand you, when people do you wrong, when all you did was, you put yourself out there for other people, and the vulnerability you leave, only God knows where your heart is. People will falsely accuse you, falsely persecute you. Okay? Some people think that the chosen ones be moving with our ego. A lot of people feel like we're they'll call us narcissistic. They'll project themselves. They'll project what they really feel on you. They'll call you a narcissist. They'll call you passive aggressive. When real honestly, you're just doing your best, and you would never hurt somebody on purpose. But people always seem to hurt you on purpose, and that's a part of the storm. That's a part of the wind. Okay, that's part of the rain. That's part of the pain. Okay. But when you ask God to dry you off, when you ask God, when you seek refuge from the Most High, when you try to stay on the right path, even though we all slip and fall. Hell, I slip and fall. Okay, but it's not about it's not about slipping and falling. It's about how fast do you get up and repent. Okay, when you're dwelling in the house of the Lord, when you're dwelling in the house of excellence, you feel me? You got to read the signs. Okay? You need to make yourself available for greatness. You need to make yourself available to see that the sun is going to shine, baby. The sun is going to shine, baby. You see that? Okay? You got to glow up one day. You going to glow up one day. The naysayers, the people that talk down on you, people that belittle you, people that breadcrumbs you, you're going to turn that breadcrumb and make a loaf. Okay? You're gonna take them breadcrumbs and you're gonna make a bakery, you dig? It's not about the now sometimes. It's not, live in the moment. Absolutely, live in the moment. But don't forget that we do all things with Lord. Nothing is impossible. Nothing's impossible. It won't take a month. It won't take 3 days. It won't take 3 days. It won't take 4 days. It won't take 5 days. It won't take a week. It won't take a year. Some things take longer than others. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be patient. Patience is a big, big, big thing. Okay? Patience is a big, big must to have. And even me, I get impatient. I'm sitting here wanting things when I want it. The crazy part about it is you can't force things. Because when you force things, when you force people in your life, things start running away from you. You're supposed to attract the things that you want in your life. You're supposed to attract the people that you want in your life, or attract the people that you need in your life, attract the things that you need in your life. Okay? Because you might miss a blessing. You might miss a lot of blessings. Might just miss more than one blessing. Trying to rush it. You might miss your new lease on life because you feel like you can fix what you used to do. Fix the people that you used to hang out with. When it's in their heart to change. It's in their spirit to change. When you stop chasing, you start attracting. You'll start understanding that these things that you once thought you needed, or the storm that you thought that you was, the storm that you thought you were going through isn't that bad because it's leading you to a bigger sunshine. It's, you thought that going through a certain type of work environment was a storm. You thought dealing with certain type of family members was a storm, but really it led you to, greener pastures. It led you to people loving you the right way. It taught you how it led you to people appreciating your work and honoring you. and making it, helping you make a way for you and your family and you and your loved ones. Because we just don't, as chosen ones, it's funny because we are all so emphasizing on chosen this, chosen that. But we're not alone. Our duty is really to help other people weather through their storms. So when you look good, you feel good, your experience is elevated, it's only right that you pay it forward and give it back. It's only right that you reach out. That's why I tell people, always reach out to me. Before 2024 is over, you got to rethink. You got to climb higher. You got to pray harder. You got to repent even more. Okay? Don't feel like your storm is not worth weathering because it seems hard, because of pain. Just that y'all know, it's gonna happen for you. And when it happens for you, you're gonna understand why you went through that. You have to go through the storm to get your blessing. There's a blessing in the lesson. There's a blessing in the teaching. There's a sometimes you need to dig a garden deep down to the root so it can shoot up and blossom. You feel what I'm saying? Because great things happen to great people, not by mistake. And when you're chosen, you are destined for greatness. I'm just letting you know that right now. You watching this video, you watching this far, you put in the chat, I am destined for greatness, so that I know you watched until 12-minute mark. Okay? It's like building this tower right here. It's like building this tower right here. It's not built overnight. Okay, greatness isn't built overnight. And you gotta reach for the stars because the sun is gonna shine. Okay? You gotta go through the pressure. You gotta go through sometimes depression. Sometimes you gotta go through recession. Sometimes you gotta go through oppression. But the real lesson is that the sun is gonna shine. That there's gonna be a silver lining in it. That there's all gonna mean something. Okay? You gotta dream it, you gotta own it, you gotta build it. And the only way to build it is building it with faith, resiliency, strength. You're gonna wake up stronger than you were last year. You're gonna wake up stronger than you were the day before. You're not gonna take the things that you used to take. It's weird because, God won't forsake you, nor He won't leave you. God won't leave you, nor He will forsake you. And it all ties to, you gotta be hungry for the truth. You gotta be hungry for the anointings and the appointments. You gotta be hungry for that day when you show up, God's gonna show out. On that day, God's gonna call you to be great. And you gotta stay abundantly faithful to the Lord. You gotta stay open-minded, open-hearted, obedient. You gotta ask God for a renewed spirit, a renewed heart, a renewed body, a renewed mind. Okay? Everybody else that's not really chosen, they won't understand. They're gonna be asking you for help. Okay? And you just gotta be very careful who you help. I'm not saying don't help everybody, but you gotta be careful who you help. You gotta really use your discernment. You gotta have knowledge. You gotta pray for knowledge. You gotta pray for wisdom. You gotta pray for understanding. Okay? Because there's so many things that could take you out. You got alcohol. You got drugs. Okay? You got nicotine. You want the nicotine? Okay? There's so many Satan's devices. There's so many distractions. And don't forget, you got the family. You got the blood-sucking leeches. You got the family. Pygmy buzzards. Okay? And don't forget one thing. You got that sex, man. Okay? And I'm talking to chosen brothers right now. You got straight up, you got that sweet thing that's trying to take you out. Great men, downfall has been women, Samson and Delilah. Okay? And when you're searching for something, some things you have to let things go. Sometimes you have to grab your umbrella and weather that storm by yourself, and seek refuge upon the Lord. Seek refuge in your faith. Seek refuge in your honor, your dignity. Because that's what's going to hold you. Not these individuals. And if an individual decides to come into your life and help you out, make sure you help yourself out. Make sure you pay them forward. Make sure you pay it forward by helping somebody else out. If it's genuine. Sometimes this help ain't genuine. Sometimes this love ain't real. Sometimes these people just want something out of you. That's another thing too, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we create our own storm because we don't want to weather it by ourselves. Sometimes we get soaked in the rain because we don't want to go through the pain. We don't want to go through the hardships, the hard times, the times that really should have made us stronger. It's not often that a chosen one goes through life without weathering some type of storm. And when I mean chosen one, everybody's individual mission is different. Yours is definitely different than mine. Sometimes you gotta work on your body to heal your spirit. Sometimes you gotta stay focused on your mission in life and where you want to go and what your purpose is, what God's will for your life is. It might not be a fancy car. Okay? It might not be the prettiest spouse. You know, it might not be the most handsomest spouse, ladies. Okay? Sometimes we need to search for the things that are trying to stay in our lives for the right reasons. Okay, sometimes people, you know, if you're really trying to find your rock in a person, in a mate, you need to find the rock in the Lord first. You need to weather the storm of being single. Okay, sometimes you need to weather the storm on being unemployed, being looked over, to honestly appreciate where you're going in life, where you've been, what you've been through. Okay? Because the pendulum can swing at any moment if you just decide just to stay focused, stay working on your craft, stay vigilant. Okay? Because look, baby, the sun is gonna shine. Look, it's beaming. It's beaming. The sun is shining. You can't deny the sun is not gonna shine through the storm, through the clouds, through the breakthrough. Your breakthrough, when I mean the breakthrough, are you going to be ready to get yours? Are you going to get started? Okay, because the world is going to shift on its axis when you get the breakthrough. You're one breakthrough away from everybody calling you homie. You one breakthrough from everybody calling you sister. You one breakthrough from everybody acting like they had a connection with you the whole time and seeing a vision. I'm telling you right now, you have, you know, all it is weathering that storm, you know, or going through it. Sometimes you need to go through it by yourself. All right? It's so funny because, you know, patience reminds me of one thing. It's like this UPS truck right here. You know, you ever notice why a UPS truck never really makes it on time? It usually makes it early, or it's just never on time, or it make it real late, or it's just like a real delivery. God's got a delivery for you that's better than UPS. It has no GPS. It's gonna come when you least expect it. I'm telling you, many often, and please stay working on your craft and get through this, because I don't mind. You know, is when the devil's playground. The devil can lurk in the shadows of an idle mind. You know, do not be idle. No more idleness. No more false idols and no more idleness. Okay, be steadfast and be unmovable. Okay, keep downloading process, keep meditating on word, keep downloading the righteousness, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nothing stop you. But like I said, you got the alcohol, you got the gambling. Okay, you got these addictions, you got these people that try to come against you. All those are storms. Okay, you about to lose your house, you about to, you know, you about to do some time for somebody else. Okay, there's been great men that faced incarceration and ended up being great. You got greatness inside you. There's gonna be great, you know, there's be people that are falsely persecuted that came out and did amazing things. So don't be moved by the persecution, the false persecutions upon your life, because you may feel like, you're going through it, but stay faithful, just like Joseph. Stay faithful in this season. Okay? Reduce the stress, reduce the anxiety by knowing that the storm is going to get better. The weather's going to get better, and the storm's going to let up. God's not going to give you anything that you can't handle. Okay? Sometimes he's testing you. Sometimes he wants you to press towards the mark of the Most High. Sometimes he wants you to stay on the straight and narrow. Doesn't want you to follow these people that are really caught in their storm and don't want to get out. They seek validation from other people. They're in it for selfish reasons. They're money hungry. They're greedy. They're jealous, envy. They have jealousy. They have envy. Okay, they're not making peace with themselves, but trying to be amongst everybody else. When the sun is just going to shine in due time, if they just keep working on themselves, they keep working to stay faithful, they stay working on their craft, they stay working on their calling, they keep going, they keep growing. They'll let nothing get in their way. And even though it might get tough, and I know it gets tough because people are trying to test you left and right, the devil tries to come into people's lives and take over. But it's up to you. It's your boy Trap, Spiritual Trap, and I'm gone. Peace.